Bill, Kaleem, Jamil, Deuce.
Like, I get the first three, maybe talking about housewarn business. What's Deuce doing here?
He likes being involved. That, and he's got main character syndrome.
Twisted Wonderland.
That's Reggie! Hey, Reggie.
Hey, Reggie.
Remember that way Sebastian would circle whenever they smelled blood in the water? That's her. Alright, hey everybody! It's Fairy Gala time. Yeah, boy! Damn, Savannah Claus just hanging out with us today. Yeah, I put this as a Fairy Gala thing.
Ah.
I thought it was fitting.
Yeah.
Speaking of, first things first, gotta try.
Okay.
Look at them! Look at them! I love them. Boom! He's such a good boy. Oh, gotcha, my enemy. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, at least I got Ace.
もう普通に緊張するんですけど、どうして妖精ってこうも勝手なやつが多いわけ？
Don't be racist. Damn, that sucked. Well, if you guys ever want to help. Or no.
位置情報取得。スキャンを完了しました。対象範囲に危険な反応はありません。
Friend?
Yeah, what the fuck? Two? Bam. Let me look at this. I can make them better? Nah. I can make them worse! Flippy! Sure, why not?
Got the friend slots.
I do. Why not?
My fellow Octagonal enjoyer, I see.
Hello, enjoyer?
兄さんが授業に出るのは嬉しいけど、僕は隣で内部メモリの最適化くらいしかやることがないんだよね。
Oh boy. See who's in jail. Wow. I still have not updated this.
That's okay.
There we go.
廃墟巡りの一環だ。
You check my pup. What the fuck?
Lubo.
Lubo! Wait. Wait.
まだ見る美を探したい。
What?
Oh!
There he is.
Oh!
Oh, my boy.
Oh!
I love him.
Oh.
I love
He
him.
found the cluster.
Sure
He
did.
found the thing.
He's gonna put them in his basket so he can take them back to school.
And in Floyd's mouth.
Only if they're edible. Well, only if they're non-fatal.
Only. Anyway, who's in jail? Who's in jail? Oh,
Oh, there he
my
is.
boy.
この学園に来てから毎日が刺激的で楽しいよ。
Look, can I help you?
He was just making a comment.
まだ見ぬ美を探したい
Here's Enchan.
Enchan, who's in jail? Malleus sent to me. Zoom in. Enhance.
普段は何かと忙しいから
Yeah, him looking
じっとして
Oh,
る
him.
Silk.
Him. Oh.
虫はいないだろうな
The only bug in here is this bitch. Why are you in here?
僕と世間話をいいぞ
Jamil is
ど
in
んな
here.
話
Now
題
you're
を提
standing
供
like,
し
hey,
て
what
く
up?
れるのか楽しみだ
You got it. Over plot-related crimes. Okay,
調べ物なら図書室なんて行かずに僕に聞いて。すぐに検索してあげる。
Aw, I love you, Orto. I love you, Orto. Orto, you're such a good boy, Orto. Orto. Orto.
Like, it... Yeah, Twist is off the screen, yeah?
Yeah, it took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw Darling reacting with fear, so I was like, huh? Huh?
Eh? Ta-da! See, we're back. I don't like having people see my buying information.
Yeah.
I love you, Ortho. Boom. Hole in one. Alright. Ortho. Ortho. My baby boy. My baby boy. My bip. My book. Nope. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I can give Ace a key, that's good. I guess. Okay. Oh, blood nozzle. Nope. Hater. Ace. Damn.
Oh, well.
Hold on. Ba. Oh well. Maybe another time.
兄さんが授業に出るのは嬉しいけど、僕は隣で内部メモリの
Anyway,
最適化く
we
ら
have
いしか。
things to do! My boy! My boy! My boy. Playing event twist too.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, and I kept putting off playing it, not out of like, ooh, I want to save it to be fresh, but just I kept forgetting. So this is gonna be fresh for both of us.
Hooray!
Yeah, like I opened enough to like, look through the instructions. But that was other than that, I've just been, doing my lessons and
Event
stuff.
Twist
to get-
Tunes cost remixed us to play?
Yep.
What the fuck? Fairy bell. Come on, come on, time. Ooh! Furniture! Thank you. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I have a lot of dust!
Yeah, you do.
Whoa.
Dignified.
Ignihide. Making sure we're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ignite!
Hey, what's up?
Wait, why is everyone sweating so early in the morning? Maybe there's a new fitness fad? My temperature sensor's showing some abnormal readings. Whoa! It's 30 degrees warmer than usual in the lounge.
Artho!
Iya, why do you look like the world's ending?
I'll tell you why. I had trouble sleeping, so I woke up early, and my room was a furnace! My hard drives, my monitors, this is an emergency!
So this hot? It's this hot in the whole dorm? No wonder everyone's panicking.
What if the heat destroys my game console? It's a limited edition. You can't even buy it anymore.
It's the Animal Crossing New Horizons one! Ah! Can't keep cooling my PC with ice magic any longer! Could someone help me out? You and me
It's like,
together.
I'm busy with my own!
If your electronics are that important to you, shouldn't you power them down?
How can you expect us to cut off our lifeline, Ortho?
Lifeline? Wow. Dignified students really are tech dependent. Y'all are chronically online. Please touch grass.
Never!
But there's serious risk. They'll suffer heat stroke if this goes on. I wonder if something happened to our air conditioning. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna visit the head mage and ask him to fix it.
Please do! Ah! Meanwhile,
Ah, there he is. Head mage! We've got trouble in Dignified. The whole dorm's as hot as a sauna.
Really? So it's happening to Dignified too? The temperature has been aberrant in my office as well. So cold in there, why my feathers could freeze over! Temperature control on campus is handled by fairies, who draw power from a highly valuable mage stone in the school that highly valuable mage stone the school maintains. Perhaps someone's vandalized it in some fashion. I'm heading to check on it now.
What?
I'll join you.
voice request. Dignified Rainbow.
How can you ask us to cut off our lifeline?
You all need to touch grass.
I'm allergic to grass!
Eh. Sucks to suck.
Anyway.
So, this mage thing you mentioned is stored in the mirror chamber?
Yes, it's strictly forbidden for anyone to enter without my permit. Wait a minute. Sweet merciful 7! Gone! Gone! The precious mage stone that supplies the fairies with magical power is gone!
It is?
Shroud, summon every house warden to the head mage's office at once. I'm calling an emergency meeting!
Whoa. Oh, Jesus, it's snowing!
Oh!
Ugh.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding about his feathers freezing.
Ugh. Why is this room so cold?
Oh, thank goodness. Octafinel's been unbearably hot all day. I figured I was on the cusp of dehydrating into octo jerky.
Don't tempt me! Still far warmer in here than it was in Diasomnia this morning.
Oh no.
Considering y'all are fucking cold-blooded, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Sebek is so miserable!
Quiet in the office! As you are no doubt aware, we are presently unable to regulate the temperature in buildings across campus.
Sebexicle, no!
The cause, I'm afraid, is the Mage Stone acting as a fairy power supply is missing.
Oh yeah, Ortho mentioned you were yelling about something missing.
Just so. Our campus buildings are kept pleasantly livable all year round by virtue of the magic of fire fairies, water fairies, and wind fairies. Just to name a few of our many Fey benefactors. With the Mage Stone gone, we cannot fuel the fairies' magic, and thus cannot control the campus's air conditioning. I kept it stored in the mirror chamber to avoid this precise scenario, and yet... someone has undoubtedly stolen it! The nerve! The audacity!
Cassidy and his bitch.
You just said that the stolen object is a Mage Stone that supplies the type of magical power that fairies favor. Wouldn't it follow, then, that the fairies would be our first suspect?
Malleus looks at him. Are you being racist?
As I recall,
Oh, you
there's a
bitch you
Fae
are.
right here among us. A rather tall one at that.
That's a bold implication. Are you suggesting that I, the heir apparent of Briar Valley, would stoop to common thievery?
Perish the thought! Pardon me, I meant no offense, of course.
Offense taken. Dude, the amount of power you can get from a Mage Stone would be a drop of the fucking to Malleus. He's already a balance-breaking character with that autofilling MP. Yeah, for sure. No one here would think a minute you'd be behind this, Malleus. Just, if you happen to know anything relevant, it'd be nice to hear. Does anything they related come to mind? When I was out on a stroll last evening, I did glimpse some fairies around here. A kind I don't see very often. Yes?
Cupcake is saying that the music is a bit loud in the mix.
Oh, that's weird. I wish you guys would have told us that fucking sooner, dudes. Just saying.
Yeah, like we're speaking at our normal volumes. We didn't know that the music was so high
Loud.
up in the mix.
Especially since this is the usual mix. Mad. The bottle effect thing. Again, I wish you would have told us guys that from the fucking start. Just saying. How's it sound now?
Okay, it looks like we're
I'll repeat the line.
yeah.
When I was out on a stroll last evening, I did glimpse some fairies around here. A kind that I don't see very often. How's that?
How are we sounding now, folks?
Yeah, for fuck's sake, please tell me when our voices are strange like that. We can't hear it on our end. Ugh, the VOD's gonna be awful. Anyway.
Pat.
They were palm sized and clad in leaves. There were two of them, and they were struggling to carry an iridescent stone.
Why, that's it! That must be the missing Mage Stone! Draconia, which way were they headed?
Toward the botanical garden.
We depart at once, everyone! Make haste!
Boop. The Fairy Gala. We don't get to see outside of the garden often.
Yeah, neat. Let us take a discreet peek inside. We mustn't alert our fairy suspects.
Meow.
Ah, I see some tiny fairies grouped up. They're definitely carrying an iridescent stone. That's it. That's the precious mage stone that vanished from the mirror chamber.
Those fairies clad in leaves are called Ha! Those are Tinker fairies. From the fucking Tinkerbell movie.
They got pants now. Good for them.
Good for them, they got pants. But yeah, this is exactly lifted from the Tinkerbell movie. Good for them?
Good for them.
Tinker fairies. They make the tools and implements their Fey brethren need to change the seasons. Exactly like the fucking movie, eh? LMAO.
Does that mean they stole the mage stone to use in some feat of engineering? No. Look, sorry. Look, now a different fairy is coming up, and they're carrying something. You wanna take...
I have a lot of voices.
Yeah, that's true. I need to lift. Is that... a staff? Now they've affixed the mage stone to the tip of the staff. Don't tell me they pilfered such a precious stone simply to use in making accoutrement.
Oh hey, a bigger fairy's coming up now. You know, she's boss level. She's got history. I believe that's...
They've handed the staff to her. It's too tall for the other fairies. It must have been specifically made for her.
I've seen that golden fairy before.
You have?
Wow.
Ooh.
Shining like gold, she towers over the other fairies. Her beautiful wings aflutter. Thus she is revered by her diminutive brethren. There's no mistake. That is the queen of the Feyland, where the smaller fairies gather.
What? She's the fairy queen?
If she's outside her domain at this time of year, there's one likely explanation. Night Raven College's Botanical Garden has been selected as the venue for the Fairy Gala.
I beg your pardon? The Fairy Gala? Dear oh dear. Goodness gracious me.
What's this gala? Sounds like a hoot to me. The Fairy Gala is a festival that fairies hold to usher in spring. Those who dwell in the Feyland choose a place to hold it on a whim when spring draws near. Supposedly, they celebrate the turning of the season with fancy outfits and glitzy fashion showcase them. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's just shoo off the stupid fairies and take the Maidstone back.
No, you can't. The Fairy Gala is no mere celebration of fairy fashion. It is specifically a festival to herald the arrival of spring. If it were to be interrupted or spoiled, that would incur the fairies' wrath. And Twisted Wonderland would be forever enveloped in winter's cold, harsh embrace. When the fairies decide upon a venue, there is no negotiating. That's the trouble with the Fairy Gala. Just what we need. Forces of nature who throw temper tantrums when someone makes them mad.
Side-eyes
riddle.
In that point, Side-Eye's Malleus, actually.
Yeah.
Fairies can be surprisingly stubborn and petty. Just like you! You'll find precious few as mild-mannered as myself.
Ha ha!
Ha! Well, their deadpan humor is totally OP.
We can hardly chase off the fairies, but sitting around waiting patiently for the gala to end is also not an option. From what I've heard, the Fairy Gala's post-event festivities can easily run 3 months.
So, right into summer. So they party all spring.
Ah. Without that mage stone, temperatures across campus will remain in a state of chaos. We cannot hold classes under such conditions. I say we all work together to take it back. Ew,
No dice,
working
Pee-wee.
Together.
Ew.
Why do you all look so positively unenthused?
Here we go with the same old story. Self-important grown-up dumping unpleasant work on his students.
You're right that being unable to hold classes is a serious problem. But is it one that students have any business addressing? The head mage is the one responsible for campus affairs. As a student, I fail to see how any of this is my problem. Goodness. I know temperatures are in flux, but you needn't all be so unseasonably cold. Even so, I had a feeling you'd respond thusly.
Uh-oh.
So be it. I'm afraid school is cancelled until the fairy gala concludes and the air conditioning is fixed.
School's cancelled? Sweet!
However, missing 3 months of classes means I won't be able to advance you to your next year of studies.
Uh-oh! Oh shit! Getting held back a year!
The entire student body will be held back, yourselves included.
Leona's like, you don't give a shit. What?
Preposterous! Me? Held back a year? That's unacceptable for me as well. It would be devastating to my public image. There, you see? I'm perfectly fine with canceling classes, but it simply wouldn't do for all of you.
You ass.
And I, being the kind soul that I am, can hardly disregard your feelings on the matter. This still doesn't sit well with me, but I suppose we have no choice. This is absurd, but with our advancement effectively being held over our heads, our options are limited. Then we have an agreement? Wonderful! Let's all work to overcome this adversity together!
My brother in Christ.
Take back a stone. Oh god, it's still snowing.
So, in review, you have 2 tasks. 1. See the fairy gala through to completion. 2. Take back the mage stone. These objectives must be achieved in tandem. With that established, I open up the floor to discussion.
Hey, Malleus, you're a fae like the queen, right? What if you end up and we're like, hey, excuse me, that stone is valuable to us, can we have it back? And the fae are no monolithic entity. We come in many different varieties. There are floor fae, light fae, fauna fae, everything from thistle fae to dragons like myself, all under the same broad umbrella. We come in different sizes, we speak different languages. Not all of us belong either, much like humans, really. Were I to do so much as set foot in their garden, those tiny fairies would grow frightened and scatter the winds. Some help you are. If reasoning with them is off the table, then our only option left is force.
That would only aggravate matters. Perhaps we should explore methods of taking it back peacefully without being noticed. If an unscrupulous solution is in your aim... If an inconspicuous solution is your aim... Then what if we crafted an imitation staff and swapped it with the real one?
Hold on, my back is hurting. I gotta look back. My back. Oh, good. They do another remix. I hope Brooke knows. But again, I just am desperate for Brooke being pretty. God damn. Anyway. Oh, Horton, you intimidating baby lizard.
Here's a little inside secret. Most things in movies are just props. Of course, they're convincing enough to fool lay people, so long as no one looks too closely.
You make a fine observation. As long as I can tell, those fairies were only regarding the paper as a pretty rock. A counterfeit would go unnoticed, as long as it remains aesthetically identical. But how would you make this? Saw how well guarded the queen was. How is an outsider going to get closer without drawing so much of an aggro? Bunch of aggro. Damn.
The Fairy Gala is a large-scale event, yes? Surely they cannot keep track of every single attendee. Getting close to the queen on the day of the gala wouldn't draw any undue suspicion. Sneaking into the Fairy Gala, getting a hold of the staff, and swapping it out with fake. That's quite the cunning plan! However, there's one snag. It hinges on having some manner of magic spell or item that disguises someone as a fairy. A prospect as unrealistic as it is...
In stock!
Aw shit, he's here!
Whoa there! Holy shit!
I recognize that voice.
It's Sam! Sam the Cell Man!
Aw, Sam, what have you got for us?
In stock. Evolution. Yes!
Aw, there's his theme.
What?
Hey!
Oh,
Voice
there's-
request.
Oh shit, it's Sam. Oh shit, it's Sam, man, the salesman!
Yo, what is it, motherfuckers? Greetings, head mage, my little imps. You seem to be in a bit of a bind.
Hello, Sam! Why am I not surprised you have an infernal radar? Why am I not surprised you have an internal radar for desperate customers? Sorry, business opportunities.
My friends in the shadows tipped me off, actually. Let me guess, head mage, is this what you're in the market for? A vial full of golden powder. Pixie dust. I take it that's fairy dust. Why, yes! Good eye, my horned imp friend! I am not an imp. Fairy dust is the source of the power of fairies living in the Feyland. The way I hear it, no dust, no flying, fluttering, or even floating for them. Feyland fairies keep themselves coated in the stuff at all times, which means, conversely, anyone with fairy dust sprinkled on them counts as part of the crew. With this, you could sneak into the party like you were planning. I hear the Feylanders treasure fairy dust so much, they appoint an official dust guard to save them. Just like the Tinker movie. And yet you have an entire vial of it in your hand. How did you come to acquire it, Sam? Trade secret, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Normally, I'd prefer to spare such expenses, but the Fairy Gala leaves me in no position to refuse. I'll be purchasing that fairy dust.
Wow.
Bill it to the school.
Wow. Thanks! Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, that takes care of one problem. We have our means of disguising someone as a fairy. But this is a tiny vial. This much dust won't be enough to cloak every house warden present. We'll have to nominate someone to infiltrate the Fairy Gala.
The gala has a different theme each year. All guests are expected to dress accordingly. That way, it's not just the fashion show participants who get to have fun with the concept. I see. So we'll have to wear something that fits if we want to blend in. As it happens, I have it on good authority if the theme of this year's Fairy Gala is... Evolution.
Evolution?
What?
Going by the textbook definition, that would mean something like change or successive developments. That's a rather broad theme for a fashion show. This is tricky.
Who cares what the theme is? Just send in Bill, he clean up, fashion shows are his thing.
Excuse me? Don't even try volunteering me. Someone of my stature could hardly do a fashion show for free. And the theme is integral to the show. I couldn't just ignore it and parade myself around. That would be frowned upon.
Time to do a drink.
Yeah, let me have a drink as well. Okay, I figured the theme was probably different in the original.
Mm-hmm.
So, windswept.
Windswept. Yeah, because wasn't the original theme for the first one exotic? And that's why everyone was like, when it was mostly the dark-skinned cast?
Oh, Japan.
Yup!
Oh, Japan.
I knew it! Oh, no!
We have to take this seriously.
I can see why they changed it. Yeah? Oof! From my perspective, you are all seeds who have yet to sprout. Nothing could be fresher. What I mean is that you're evolving every day. Any one of you could get the theme. That's not exactly convincing from someone who's clearly gunning to sit this out. Ever considering getting off your tail and cleaning up your fellow Fae's mess? You especially have room to grow, King Scholar. You may be particularly well suited to the theme. Oh, shut up! I don't gotta take that from the most useless guy in the room. You know, the one who sends fairies running. Here we go again. Would you guys ever get tired of sniping at each other? Say, here's an idea. Why don't you sneak into the Gala, Radish Sprout? Aren't you always bragging that you're on the cutting edge of tech while everyone else is behind the times? How about that? We've got a perfect fit for the evolution theme right here. What? Me? Absolutely nothing doing. Going out in front of people for explicit person with showing off is pure nightmare fuel for me. Besides, do any of you think I'm flashy enough to grab attention at a fashion show? Yes.
Yeah.
Your hair is literally on fire.
And you've got naturally blue lips.
Mm-hmm. And golden eyes.
You're pretty, idiot.
Not sure how I feel about you all going to sound like that.
Oh, everybody's chattering. You're all just trying to foist the work off onto one another. We have a campus-wide crisis on our hands. Your level of irresponsibility is appalling. Truer words were never spoken, Head Mage. It's deplorable, really.
Azul, shut up!
Then will you step up and do it, Ashen Grotto? Well, you see, while I've put a great deal of effort into adapting, I've still lived on land a relatively short time.
Azul!
And when I get nervous, I sometimes have trouble walking. Oh dear, I'm feeling a bit weak-kneed even now.
Azul!
I couldn't bear it if one inopportune stumble caused all our hard work to go down the drain.
To the birdie boiler with you, Crowley. I mean, to be fair, he has a point. Everyone's kind of being an ass. And no, I'm not putting out Sebek right now. We're doing lines. Voice request.
What?
Oof, off, ouchie, my bones, my disabled bones. You wouldn't make a disabled boy do this, that's ableist. Oh, my bones are getting all squishy.
My bones are made of glass, and my skin is made out of paper. Oh, the humanity. What?
What about you, Rose Hearts? I cannot do it. It wouldn't do for a house warden to be absent from their dorm during an emergency. I must safeguard my dorm mates. Alright, then, Asim, you'll go, won't you?
You went to the last one? Sure, I'm down for. I mean, I'd like some time to consider it. I don't want to do it twice.
Pardon? Those are the last words I ever expected to hear you say.
Ymir told me to say that the next time you ask me to do something. So I'll go back to my dorm and discuss it with Ymir.
There's no way Jamil will let him go.
So this group's a bust. We're getting nowhere. Wait a minute. If none of us are suited to the theme, why not pick someone else? What do you mean? Just dump the job on some freshman. Azul wants to fall in Jamil's arms. Tremendously talented.
Oh, talent.
Oh, so talented. Look at Ortho, he's so talented.
He's our special little guy.
I love him.
Freshman. They're certainly green, or to put a positive spin on it, as they possess ample evolutionary potential. But would it be safe to give an infiltration mission to such a group of students?
Relax. We'll just get one of the super active freshmen from my dorm to handle it. Like Jack or something.
You make it sound so simple. For him, it is simple. He doesn't have to do anything. How inconsiderate to his students.
Inconsiderate? How about you not assume our Frosh couldn't handle it? Oh, I know what's going on. You're jealous. All those herbivores with zero initiative, who are totally helpless without their house warden. People like that could never handle this job. But my dorm's different. I know they'll get it done.
You couldn't possibly be referring to Hartsley.
Hey, I never specified. But if that's where your mind went, well, yours, not mine.
My freshmen are diligent, rule-abiding card soldiers.
Diligent, huh? That's a terrible way to say they can't think for themselves.
How dare you! I won't stand for this slander. All right, the job is to sneak into the Fairy Gala and swap out the staff for a rep. Correct?
Rare!
They are highly sensitive to magic. They'd immediately catch anyone who used magic to switch the staff. But my dorm has someone who can switch it without any magic at all.
Oh, yeah? Ooh. You can't possibly have anyone that competent.
Then you've never met Ace Trapala. He's quite skilled with his hands. Why, he performed an incredible magic trick just the other day.
Look at that smug-ass face.
Yeah. He moved a coin from his right hand to his left in the blink of an eye. I was amazed at his dexterity.
Leona's like, yup, I got him. Your fucking psychology worked, bitch.
Yep. There's no question Ace could swap out the staff without anyone noticing. And he would certainly use his own judgment in doing so. Could Jack do that?
Okay. Jack probably couldn't pull off a trick like that.
Worry not. Ace will be much better at the job than Jack.
Hook, line, fucking sinker.
Yup.
Great. I'm feeling reassured already.
This is a prestigious job that only Ace can do. I have little doubt he'll be delighted he was chosen to represent Hoslabule in this endeavor.
He's gonna hate it. I
Yeah.
can just feel it.
Leona just played riddle like a fiddle.
Sure fucking did.
It's supremely obvious Ace will view this as an unwelcome chore. Or it would be if Riddle took 2 seconds to think about it.
Hey, if Taskmaster Riddle's fine with it, I've got no complaints. as long as it doesn't involve me, then I believe we have a consensus. So we're going with Team Jace, aka GG.
You finalized the plan without asking for any of their input. What a blatant trial in absentia!
Oh yeah? Well, if you got a problem with it, you're free to go instead.
I never said I had a problem with it.
That's what I thought.
I have faith in each and every Night Raven College student. You're all tremendously talented. I'd trust any of you with this task, truly. Wow, head mage. It is certainly not, because I can't be bothered to expend any more brain power on this, I assure you.
That's such a mood.
What?
Ooh, voice request.
request. Ace is highly skilled with his hands.
TMI, dude.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you are talking about! He doesn't get it.
He don't get it. Idiot being like, Rule 34, dude. What does taking care of hedgehogs have to do with anything?
But as you bestowed this job upon the chosen freshman, I hold you responsible for the outcome.
Uh-oh.
This House Warden meeting is hereby adjourned. King Scholar, Rosehearts. Explain the matter to Howl and Trapala, and bring them here if you would.
Oh boy. Talk about shallow. Hey chat, how many story chapters does this thing have?
Yeah, somebody, can somebody tell us real quick how many chapters we're expecting to get through?
I have to sneak into the fairies' party to save the school? This is ridiculous, Leona. You can't just volunteer me for an important job without asking first!
What a vehement opposition! I trust you explained the matter properly.
Cut the yapping. Learn a thing or two from the herbivore next to you. Depression! Look at him. Quiet and still as a tortoise. Real talk, I'm not a fan of this either. But the House Warden was all like,
I selected you for this critical mission because I hold you in such high esteem. Surely you wouldn't refuse.
why is the garden on fire?
Why is the garden on fire?
Hot as balls!
Oh yeah, that's right, it's hot as balls there.
Hot as balls! The poor roses! I didn't know if you did the line yet.
I did.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Ace? Well?
Yes, House Warden.
Did you have a dispute before coming here?
Dude, it's literally a threat on my life. He's going to behead me if I don't fucking do this. Yeah, I tried saying no, and he got so mad he nearly had my head.
Yup, on the head.
I should have suspected he was gonna drop some lousy job on me when I saw that what a good mood he was in. That's what I get for being all smug and doing that magic competition. Was it that good of a magic trick? It was amateur stuff, really, but still. It was one of the few times the House Warden openly complimented me, so I may have gotten carried away. So you let a little praise go to your head. Talk about show.
You're one to talk.
Look, count me out. This is the school's problem, not mine. You guys can clean your own tails. There's nothing I hate more than getting chummy with others. Uh-oh. Anyway, I'm going back to the dorm. Jack, this mission isn't about palling around. In fact, it requires the exact opposite. What we need is someone who can lead the pack. Someone with solid judgment and initiative. I figured you had both of those things. There are a lot of students in Savannah, but I picked you. But, really? Because of my judgment and initiative? Oh, well. Guess I was. I'll have to find some other freshman. Sorry for expecting more out of you. Wait! When you put it like that, how could I refuse? You say this is something only I can do? Then I'll make sure it gets done. Glad to hear it. Now who's shallow?
Howl, Drapula, I trust you both accept.
Ah! Even if I said no, I'd still be miserable tending to the roses and the animals in this heat. Okay, fine. If I'd suffer either way, might as well make sure the house warden owes me. I'll get the job done.
Wonderful! Now that is what I call a fresh evolution.
Well, that's Leona's strength. He's got charisma.
Yep. I can finally rest easy while patrolling the school. I'm counting on you, boys.